Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Karkadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and in sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So as you can see, I'm doing a review of a Netflix movie, The Last Days of American Crime. And essentially the movie is about that. It's about the last days of American crime. They're pumping a signal into your head that it freezes you. If you're trying to commit a crime, it won't allow you to do that. Okay? It's symbolically symbolic kicking my ass. Symbolically talking about the mark of the beast, ushering in the mark of the beast. And I got a couple clips that I'm going to show within this video that's going to show that. It's a clip of them not getting it in their forehead, but they're getting it like right here behind the ear, and it prevents them from actually receiving the signal, so that they're still able to operate normally outside the signal. Okay, so with that being said, we gonna get to this first clip, and in the midst of it, we're gonna get some precepts as well. So, did you see how it showed the brain? Let's see if I can back it up right here. It's showing, this is 2 days before they turned the signal on. It's showing how the signal affects the brain, how it paralyzes the brain and controls the brain, really. And when you think about all the different systems that they have now, they got the microwave gun, they have MK Ultra, all different kinds of ways that they can control your body. MK Ultra controlling your mind. This essentially is a form of mind control, which the scripture says, as we're about to get here in a moment, that they put the mark in your right hand or in your forehead. This is a version of that. Okay, not saying that this is what the mark of the beast is, because we all know that it's the microchip. And like I said before, we're going to see them implant them in the back of the neck. But also, this deals with the money aspect as well. Because, well, we're going to get all, we're not going to jump the gun, one step at a time.
Belton was. Signal. Right there. A direct molecular modulation of the prefrontal cortex. It's crazy. You can see all the terrible, beautiful things you're going to do. You can run it over and over again in your mind, step by step. And then when you go to do it, when you tell your body, okay, you remember those things that we were going to do? Boom! You turn into Sammy the vegetable. It's crazy. Beat it? The signal. Beat the signal. Yeah, you can beat it, you can die. Oh, come on. Look at me.
Alright, so this is Revelation 13 and 15. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause all that as many as would worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And when you're watching the movie, that's exactly what happens. Everybody's going to be affected by it, except for a couple key players, the people who are running the signal, and that's just like the that's just like the mark of the beast. The elite aren't going to have to take the mark of the beast because they're pumping out the mark of the beast. Um, as well as it says it calls of all. Everybody's going to be affected by it. Everyone else is going to be affected by it. In this movie in particular, the cops actually had to turn in their guns because there was no more need for them. Okay, and it was a governing body by pretty much the by Washington. They said by like the FBI or whatnot, but there was no need for regular police. So it says that no man might buy or sell save he that has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now they're kind of slick in the way that they did this part, because we here in Babylon, as we know it in our reality in real life, we know that the RFID chip is going to be tied to the new money system. But in here, they tied it in a different way. There's a signal that's shooting out to prevent you from doing any crime, but there's also a new change of money in here. So it's still, you're still everyone is still being affected monetarily, and everyone's still being affected physically by the mark, which is in here the signal. So it says, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is 666. We're talking about the RFID chip, the microchip, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We all know what's going down, and anybody who is preaching or teaching anything contrary to that, it's a special spot, what I'm saying, here in Babylon reserved for fire with you. Okay, so let's go to the next video.
You're saying, except to federal law, you're saying they won't be affected by the exam.
No, I'm saying that the police have always had special orders.
Here we go.
You're saying, if these people, these new federal laws, you're saying they won't be affected by the exam.
No, I'm saying that the police have always had special orders for checking the law. It's always been legal for them to use deadly force if he or she believes it's necessary.
But these blockers.
So that's a key part I wanted to go into as well. She said that, or he said that the police have always had a special relationship with the law. If it was their opinion that deadly force was needed, then they executed deadly force. What's going on right now? Everything with George Floyd, everything with Black Lives Matter. Jake is out here protesting against who? Against the police department who's unlawfully killing Jake. So they can use in the signal or in the movie, they're saying that because the police can feel some type of way, they can kill the civilians. Well, this is a way to quell that, because now we have a signal. Now we don't need police. So I can see that happening. Hey, look, we're going to put this chip in you. And if you act up, we can kill you. We can release cyanide and it can, it'll kill you. Okay? So now we don't need police. There's no need for police brutality, because anyone who gets out of line, it's just going to be dealt with automatically. So they put that in there. So that's definitely something that I wanted to go into.
You're saying, if these people, these new federal laws, you're saying they won't be affected by the exam.
No, I'm saying.
You see how I said new federal law enforcers? Because this is not the same old America. This is a new America. It's a new world order, just like they're trying to implement here.
The police have always had special orders for checking the law. It's always
been legal for them to use deadly force if he or she believes it's necessary.
But these blockers, that takes that freedom to a whole new level.
Well, I disagree.
This will result in a police state on the scale.
And you see, it said that this will lead to a police state. We're gonna get something on that as soon as this video is over.
So, what can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could still put my name down for the implant.
Fill it out. Make sure it's on my desk tomorrow.
See, he wants to be a part of it. He wants to be able to beat the signal. Essentially, he wants to become part of the beast. You know, and he says that many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. He's consenting to pretty much to the mark at this point. This is Job chapter 20 verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him." It's like when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain upon him while he is eating. Okay, so in the movie, this is him, bringing out his new world order. Him reaching that goal, reaching the top of the mountain that they've been pretty much building to since 1776 and before that. So, in here, in real life, or as the scripture said, and when he's at the fullness of his sufficiency, when the Most High is going to cast him down. Okay, while he is eating, because, when you're doing well, you say, we eating out here, B. We doing good. That's when the Most High is going to cast this man down. Once he thinks he's going to set up this new world order, this market of beast system, he comes out with the microchip and all that. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. So that's when things are going to take a turn for Esau. It says, "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through." And we all know what that's talking about. It's talking about them ICBMs, okay? Those missiles that are going to rain down upon America. It says, "It is drawn. It cometh out of the body. Yea, a glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him." And that's talking about the missiles coming up out of the silos. Okay? You can picture it in your mind how you can picture it in your mind how the missile comes up, and then the fire comes out of the bottom and then it shoots off. That's what Job is describing in that particular scripture. It says, "All darkness should be hid in the secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him, and shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle." Okay, so it said a fire not blown. We all know that in order to keep a fire going, oxygen is required. So why is this fire not gonna have to be blown? Because it's a nuclear fire. That, just like the lesson I did, the other day, yesterday, I believe, it's gonna burn at between 50 million and 150 million degrees. You're not gonna have to keep, fanning the flames with that, because the Most High is doing it. The Most High is doing his job. There's no need for that. But let's go to this next video.
Molecular modulation of the...
Fuck you.
You're saying
Let me see, I think I
if these people
before I play this one, I'm gonna the cop gives him the mark. It's in the brain. figure out how to do this.
You're saying
Here's the money part.
My secretary assures me that you were once quite a big deal in this town. Never caught. Federal buyback focuses on white-collar criminals, bankers, hedge fund managers, who've secreted away large sums, which if not repatriated now, certainly go out of circulation once the signal is active, which isn't good for anyone. It's not for purse snatching.
5 million. Cash.
$5 million cash. How'd you even get it in? Shit.
Fill my trunk with hundreds.
Under the API amnesty program, I can give you $350,000. You must know your latest. The signal goes live in just over 24 hours, at which point, as you know, your money will become useless. Best deal of your life.
So, as I said before, this is them ushering in that new money system that is going to be a part of the beast from here, but in the video, it went to a new money system. I think I might have one. Apparently not. Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, so that's it. I think I got one more scripture to read, and we're going to close it off of that. Like I said, it's a good movie to go to check out, you know, in the comfort of your own home. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, and I am going to start at verse 6. It says, Shall not all these take a parable upon him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that lateth himself with the clay. Now, what is that the clay? That the clay is Ibatya. I should have, yep, there we go. Strong's H5671, Ibatya. Okay, it means weight of pleasures or heavy debts. Okay, that's the reason why America's going to switch from these fiat dollars that they're dealing with now into a new currency, which is going to be implemented with that mark of the beast and implemented, as you can see in the movie, while they implemented the signal, they switched over to new currency. Also, there was mass poverty within the movie too. You see rich people still being rich, though the 1%, they were still doing really well, but everybody else was pretty much in the streets, you know, like homeless and beggars. So you can tell that, you know, there had been some event that happened that changed the face of America, that changed the economy, that made them have to switch up everything. But with that being said, like I said, check it out. Definitely recommend it for any brother to just to, you know, get the feel of it. But with that being said, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Karkadash, the bonds to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and women children who follow. Shalom.